Do you suffer from limiting beliefs at all? Do you feel like that if you could get hold of the limiting beliefs and free yourself from them, that your life would be better? If you answered yes to either of those two questions, then this book, Taming Your Gremlin by Carson, is an absolute must-read for you. So before we get into this, let me tell you about a quick story from my childhood. So between the age of 10 and 18, I was the ugly kid in school. I had severe acne issues. My skin was not clear at all. And when you go through your schooling period, children aren't exactly the most sensitive of people. So I took a lot of really negative feedback, especially from girls during that period. And I basically labeled myself as the ugly guy. At the age of 18, I decided that enough was enough. I'm going to go through a course of accutane, which is quite a severe drug, and it's designed to cure acne, essentially. So I took an 8-week course of this drug, an 8-month course of this drug, and at the end of the 8 months, my skin was completely clear. I actually remember, having completed that course, that I started to get a lot more attention. Girls especially started paying me more attention than they had done before, because up until this point, I had never received any kind of positive attention from girls. I was the ugly guy. And I remember when I was receiving this positive attention, maybe a girl would comment that I look good or something like that. My immediate reaction to that was, they're just saying this to make me feel good. They don't mean it. It's not sincere. I just don't believe it. You see, this is an example of a severe limiting belief. And what's happened here is that I've been conditioned to believe that about myself because of the 8 years of feedback. And even though my circumstances had changed, inside, my mindset was just the same. So my question to you is, in light of this, what childhood conditioning have you experienced that might have formed limiting beliefs in your head that's holding you back from living the life that you want to live? Carson, in his book Taming Your Gremlin, says that each of us has a gremlin inside of us, and this is where our limiting beliefs come from. He says the gremlin will talk to you and change its personality depending on the circumstances. So for some people, it might be limiting beliefs about money. For other people, such as myself, it might be about looks, maybe intelligence. Each person's gremlin is different. And he says that if you want to resolve your gremlin, you first have to be aware of what's going on. And that's why reading this book is a very good starting point. When you're aware of what's going on, that's your first step to taming your limiting beliefs. Rick then goes into further options that you can do that utilizes Gestalt therapy, to further limit your limiting beliefs. And there's lots of information in this book that will help you understand and tackle your limiting beliefs. And it's really interesting to see how his clients have different gremlins and have different limiting beliefs and how they've all been tackled by this one method. If you're somebody that suffers from limiting beliefs, if you're somebody who notices that you have quite severe negative self-talk, then I really recommend you pick up this book. It's going to shine some light on the reasons why your mind is behaving like it is. It's going to show you how illogical the whole thing is in terms of it's not helping you. And it's going to tell you about how you can break away from that and what kind of tricks and strategies and tactics you can employ to really get a hold of your limiting beliefs and experience real self-growth. If you read this book, make sure you leave a comment below. I really want to hear your thoughts and feedback on it. This is, so far in my reading experiment, one of the best books I've read about limiting beliefs and how to tackle them.